everybody, I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a full review of the I was going to say new, it is not new, the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I have finally jumped on the bandwagon and I'm in love, and all I gotta say is yeehaw. So I'm gonna get right into my review so I don't jibber jabber too much. Now, dealing with primer, I love this foundation for several primers, but the primers that has been just jumping out at me, and with several of my foundations, which I'll probably maybe do like a separate review, but I can just tell you in this video, is I've been using the Skindinavia makeup primer spray, and they have an oil control one, which is awesome. It uses temperature control technology in all their sprays, which is really great because that means that it's gonna help really make your makeup last, and it's gonna last up to 16 hours, which I can say that it will because I've worn my makeup for a lot of hours when I have super long days. What's great is that they also have a primer spray if you don't have oily skin, so you can just use the normal one. Like, so I have all of them because my skin has been going back from normal to oily, and now I notice I'm starting to get more oils now that it's like springtime and summer coming up, and now that it's been more hot. The LA weather has just been crazy. They also have a finishing spray, so they have a primer obviously for oily skin. They have a primer that you can actually use that's just for normal skin, and then they have the setting spray for the oily skin and the setting spray for oil control or the normal skin. So they have both. I love these primers. They seriously make your makeup last so well. If you are not using a primer, everybody always says, do you really need a primer? Yes, you need a primer. And also a setting spray. So these kind of sprays can actually make the longevity of your makeup last even longer. Say like you have a drugstore foundation, you can actually make that drugstore foundation just last all day long. So it's basically almost turning your foundation into a higher end product, and you're really getting your bang for your buck. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the oil control one, and what I love is that it's the mist. Okay, now this is like big time. And let me go grab my Kat Von D one, and I'm gonna give an example. Okay, I used to absolutely love this stuff, but I will say that the spray is not the best. When the Skindinavia, the way that it sprays out is so, see, it's just whoa. And so with a lot of other makeup setting sprays, they happen to be extremely harsh. Like the way it comes out is boom. And so what happens is, with especially with this one, and a lot of people have complained about it, that it leaves droplets on your face. So what I like to do is give it an X, 1, 2, and then a T, 1, 2. Whew. And it's a really nice fresh mist. It helps your makeup last so nicely, I'm telling you. So it doesn't have your makeup settle in your fine pores. These products are silicone free, so it's gonna keep your pores nice and clean, and it's not gonna have that makeup seep in, so you're good. Oh, also there's also a coupon code for Skindinavia, which there is never deals on makeup setting sprays, but they have a deal, so check the link down below and you will get a discount. Okay, so now with application, I will say that I absolutely just like the primer just like itself. I haven't been putting any like pore fillers or anything like that, but what I've been loving is using my BH sponge. I did a full review on this. To me, this is a beauty blender dupe. I love it. I love the durability of this one, and lots of you have said that you've actually ordered it before I even did the review and you already love it. So I've been using this, and I've also been going back to my Makeup Geek buffer brush. If you have a Makeup Geek order you want to place, put this baby in your cart and you're going to be very pleasantly happy with this brush. So these are the two. I think the foundation works best either way. Since this one is a little bit more durable, I feel like this one gives me a fuller coverage for the foundation, but I'm going to show you anyhow. So I'm going to use one side with my BH sponge, and then I'm going to do the other side with the brush itself. But I love this foundation because it has a really nice finish. It's not too flat. It has almost like a healthy glow, and that's what I love. Obviously you can set this thing with matte powder if you really want a matte finish, but I love the finish let alone. And then also this is very lightweight. You don't feel it on your skin, and now I understand why so many people say it's their holy grail, because it's that phenomenal. Something like a phenomenon. So I'm going to zoom you in. So now this is what it looks like with one layer of the foundation. As you can see, the finish, so this one has no foundation and this side does. It fits my skin tone really well. As you can see, it almost looks like skin, and that's what people really like about it. It doesn't look very cakey, and that was a very thin layer, and I love the match of it. I think it's really nice. So this was one side of my face. Now I'm going to go and use the Makeup Geek buffer brush, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. I really like this brush. It's extremely soft, and I feel like it buffs everything in just like the name, the buffer brush. I know a lot of people always talk about the stippling, but for some reason, I truly love this one much more. As you can see with this one, it does have nice coverage, but with the beauty, well, it's not a beauty blender, the BH sponge, it does give a little bit more of a fuller coverage. Just because it really pushes that product into the skin. Here's the finish of the foundation, and like I said, it doesn't have a flat finish. It has a really nice satin finish to it. I do have a ring light right now, so it will give some shine to the foundation, but I love it just because it really looks like my natural skin and it doesn't look like it's too much. It's almost like, I don't know, like I said, it does look like skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more layer just for the sake of the video. I don't personally wear a second layer, but I just want to show you what it looks like. I personally like the side with the sponge, so let me know what you guys think, but I feel like it just makes it a little bit more full coverage. And on this side, it makes it a little bit more medium coverage, but like I said, this one is definitely a foundation where you can build, so a little goes a long way, and that's what I like. I'm just going to end up using my sponge because that's what I like to mainly use with this foundation, and then I'll be right back. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I haven't really been putting too much foundation directly underneath my eye. This side I kind of did, but this side I didn't. But as you can see, it is a pretty good coverage because it did cover up my dark circle that I did have. And I could still use some brightening, but it's pretty good for every day, just if you don't want to use concealer. And here are the two coats with the foundation. I will say is if you look very, very close, wow, that's close. It doesn't cling on to any dry patches or around the nose. It's pretty good when you blend it in. And as you can see, I do have some pores that I haven't filled in, but it's not like really accentuating those pores. So, and plus that's also with the primer as well, so that really helps. But as you can see, I have like a little bit of dry skin because I did have a homie who wanted to party, and it's not clinging onto those dry patches. Okay, so now the foundation has dried. It doesn't dry like really, really fast, but I don't mind that because I rather have time to work with it than be like, oh shit, I gotta hurry. So it finishes really nice. It's not too flat of a matte, but it has a definite nice sheen, and I feel like a lot of people would just go with their face like this. But I will say you have to set this foundation because it does transfer if you don't. And I noticed it does transfer even when you do set it, and when you do, but it's not as bad. So I went ahead and set my face with some powder. As you can see, I did my concealer as well. I used the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, and now I just set my whole face, and this is with the Tinted HD powder from BH Cosmetics. I think this is freaking so good. But as you can see, the finish is really nice. You can make it really matte if you want to. I love the way that it just sits. Again, even with layering it for two layers, it doesn't look too cakey, and it feels extremely light. I don't like those foundations where it feels like a straight mask, and this one does not do that. As far as longevity, I will say the foundation lasts really, really nice, and especially if you use a primer and setting spray, which I'm going to end up using my Skindinavia makeup finishing spray right here. Again, that you just spray it 1, 2, and then the T, and you are good to go, and it's going to last even longer. What I love is that there is a pump with this foundation that sometimes is really key to a lot of girls, and it's almost like a make it or break it deal. Also, there are a ton of shades of this. I was going to go ahead and just match myself on Sephora.com, and then when I saw the whole array of shades, I was like, no, I'm just gonna go in. Also, since this is an HD foundation, this is great for those selfie times, and it's not going to give you that flashback, so that's always awesome. And I know a lot of girls actually use this as their holy grail foundation when they go to events and everything like that, but like I said, it's so lightweight that I've been wearing it like almost every single day, and it feels fine on my skin, and I don't feel like it's just thick. Like I said, the longevity is really, really great, but if you do have some oils, they will seep out because my T-zone is oily and they have been seeping out. So I would say about after not even like 3 hours, I would say like about 4 hours, which is pretty normal for me with foundations when they really keep me in place for a really good time. Then this one actually lasted about the same, like I would say like about 4 hours, and then I had to like blot away. But I mean, who doesn't blot within the day? But I really like the foundation. I don't really find anything that's wrong with it. And yeah, it's one of my holy grails right now. I've been using it so much and I really understand why everybody loves it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Go ahead and let me know down below if this is your holy grail foundation, because I feel like when I went to LA IMATS, I was like, what foundation you wearing? What foundation? Because I saw all of these girls that just look so flawless and so many people kept saying the makeup forever. And I just felt like, why haven't I tried this product? I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoy my video. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It is free $99. And go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you like truthful, honest foundation reviews. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah!